Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's not 4.0 Scotch doubles. This is a little cheddar. What is that? The hell is that? I got,
Sure, we want to know.
I got, I got Trevor Simpson standing back over my shoulder here. He's going to do some commentary. I don't know if you just seen the very beginning of that, but I got to give a shout out to Don Mackey. Kim Davenport, Jimmy Wetch, all the guys from so it'd be Tom and Mike Flanagan from Projection Pro Billiards. So John Kramer is here from Wisconsin Billiards Hall of Fame, along with our house. He says he's a pro house. He's the billiards manager.
He's professional at S talking. He's got that part down, but shooting, we'll see.
Yeah, he can't give a description to save his of his company to save his life. So Matt Strong is here, and we're going to do a little competition between the three of us on the Projection Pro Billiards Stroke Zone, thanks to Kim Davenport. So this is going to be fun. So Trevor Simpson's going to come in and do some commentary, and it should be interesting because I haven't really warmed up a whole lot. But I'm gonna leave it up to Trevor, and you guys have some fun watching.
Hey guys, it's me back again, and like Dale said, we're gonna do a little Projection Pro Billiards Stroke Zone, some Saturday shenanigans, if you will. So we will, like I said, you got John Kramer, Matt Strong, and Little Cheddar out here, and John is of Wisconsin Billiards Hall of Fame. So there's a 3-pointer.
I don't like that.
Hold on a second. Uh-oh. And that's the full 9 for John. Nice shot there. And I am keeping track on a little scoreboard here, and I'll get you a view of that here after we get a couple guys through and get some points on the board. I see we got a couple people in the chat already even. Fred, how you doing? And good Lord, my eyes are horrible.
Are you unmuted?
All right, back to it. Matt with the 3 there on this shot. And that's another 3. This is the first time I'm seeing the Projection Pro Billiard system in use. 6 there. So that puts Matt and John tied now. So first time I'm seeing this in use, and I'm liking it. I think it looks pretty awesome. I've seen them saw them warming up a little bit with this and kind of messing around earlier. Looks like it has a lot of really interesting shots in it. So I'm excited to see where the billiards big break goes and how they end up, how Dale ends up pushing this through. So big things coming there. Now, Little Cheddar up. Let's see how he can do. First two guys are on 12 points, so he's got some work to do. Gets that one, and it'll have just enough guts to get to a 3. Ooh, catches both of the outer points with that one. And of the shots I've seen him working at here, this is definitely looks like one of the easier ones. But Dale keeps proving me wrong by missing it, so maybe it's not as easy as it looks. And you'll note that I didn't bring my cue up today. I just brought up some other supplies, but I had out on the bike. I thought, you know what? I'm just gonna use the bike and pop up here. Nice day for a ride. Oshkosh is kind of a mess with EAA, so it makes it easier to get around on the motorcycle versus having my truck. Oh, and Little Cheddar with 1 make and 3 points on that one. Let's see if I can get this to go look. Let's have a look at the scores after the first inning. There we go. So we got John with 12, Matt with 12, and Little Cheddar with 3. And they have moved on to the second shot. This one going into the ever dangerous Vincent Didio Memorial pocket. Oh no, they got to cross cut it. I read the graph wrong. They're cutting it across the table. Not an easy shot at all. Cutting it all the way into the upper left pocket here from this view. That is pretty brutal shot. John missing the first two. That one looks a little better. And what's it get point-wise? That'll be a 3. So that brings John up to 15 points. And he drops that one in the middle of the pocket as well. And that... So I don't know if that's a 6 or a 9. Let's see what Cheddar says. So we get a change. Well, I'll leave the score the same, 15. But the first two didn't count because he caught the extra rail over there, and the shot shows it going straight to the target zone. So being particular there. So John still with his 15 there. Matt with a 12 currently. Looking to take a lead here. We overcut that. That's the first one I've seen overcut. John was undercutting him. Boy, that is quite a touchy shot there. I'm definitely glad I'm not out there trying to shoot this. Matt stepping over the side, lining it up now. He's been struggling with this. It's a tough shot. This is a really tough shot. Boy. Matt gets it, but he comes up a little cheddar on the target zone. So Matt's got a big old goose egg for that shot. That's tough. Tough action. Tough action there. Now it's little Cheddar's turn. Let's see how he's able to negotiate this. And he way overcuts the first one. Missed it by almost a diamond there. And that one comes up cheddar too. He's trying to play the touch portion of it, but he's not getting. Not quite getting it to go where he's looking to. That one goes, but he's going to scratch or come close. Short of scratching. And he drops it, but no, catches the extra rail, and the rules say that's still the goose egg. And he's going to go on the same kind of path there, just a little too far. So that's a goose egg for Cheddar, and so after 2 rounds, we are looking at these for our scores. John Kramer leading with 15, Matt with 12, and Little Cheddar with 3. So now we go to the third shot. This one we're looking to not scratch, but get close. And that'll be a 6 for Matt, or John. This should be a fairly high-scoring shot for these guys. This is a shot they're all going to be really familiar with and really comfortable with. Oh. And they are being sticklers with the rule here. No rail, so that's a 0-pointer for John. And that one's going to be the same thing. And Dale vehemently explaining to him that he did not come up with these rules. That is just the way it is. Oh, it just caught the rail. This one definitely wider, handling the line, but it catches the point. So that leaves John with a 6. Still well into the lead, though, with 21 points. So Matt and Dale need to do some work on this one. Need to put in some work and get some points out of this shot. And we'll get Matt the 3 for that one. And that one was going to go a little wide. He sweeps it back. 2 more left. He needs to put in some work here and get some points. That one's on a little better line, but it might catch the rail. He gets 3 for that one. That puts him at 18. John's still up at 21. And that one was going to catch a rail. So now, Little Cheddar with single-digit points, and both of these guys are well into the teens and Kramer into the 20s. He's got to make some bank here. That one's going nowhere. That one might scratch. No, catches the outer point for 0. They're definitely having a good time with this. Anybody watching, you're in the chat. Let me know you're watching. Oh, and it drops on. Let me know if you think this is interesting. This was kind of just an impromptu thing as we're sitting around here. But it's just a little sneak peek of what the Big Break Billiards is going to look like with and what the Projection Pro billiard system looks like on the table. Is that going to be a 3 or a 0? Okay, didn't quite get there, they're saying. That one will be close. That'll be a 6. That'll be a 6. So that puts Little Cheddar close. So we'll go to the next shot. Here's what our scores are looking like. John Kramer with 21, Matt with 18, and Cheddar with 9. All right, we'll get back to John shooting his shot here. This is shot number 4. Too much. So this one looks like pretty straightforward, but not an easy shot, because if you hit that wrong, you're definitely gonna scratch all day. Good line. The 2-ball didn't get there. Boy. And that one catches all the points, both the cue ball and the 8-ball. I agree, Fred. This does look like fun, and it really does look like, to me, it looks like an excellent way to practice shots and to set up specific things to, practice a particular skill that you might not be comfortable with or whatnot. I'm certain they have, I don't know all the ins and outs of the Projection Pro system, but I'm certain they have, groupings or categories of shots where if you're not comfortable with your draw stroke, you can set up, specific draw shots, and they have a number of them laid out for you. So that would be something that would make this a pretty valuable practice tool, I believe, as well. And for coaching, somebody like Matt coaching other players, I would imagine this is really great as a coaching tool as well. I am excited to see what Dale has in store for the big break billiards and all the different things he's going to try. So far, this looks like another one of those shots that all the guys are going to struggle with. Matt has been able to make it several times, but he just can't get the cue ball to fall in the target zone. So we'll see how little Cheddar does. Matt with a big goose egg there. Cheddar's got some work cut out for him, and he knows. He came in and looked at the scores. So we'll see if he's able to pick it up a little more. First one, the 3-ball didn't quite make it to the pocket. And that one he well overcuts. That one finds the middle of the pocket, but it's going to catch the rail. That one finds the pocket, and he might get some points out of this one. He gets 3 spot out of that. That puts him into the double digits. Oh, and again, no, this one's got too much steam on it. No, maybe not. Maybe not. Oh, a 6 spot. So that puts Cheddar now tied with Matt for second. So let's have a quick look at the scores. We got Kramer with 21, Matt with 18, and Cheddar with 18. So looking pretty tight now. Let's get back to the action as they set up their 5th shot. It's a bit of a force follow shot here. Got to get the cue ball to get into the rail and come out at that angle, which is not easy off the rail, off the bottom rail. Gonna require a pretty good stroke, and I think you got to jack up, honestly, here. Maybe not. You got that one to come out, although the ball didn't go in. There you go. That's a 6. Nice shot there by John. Nice shot there by John. All right. So now we got Matt Strong up, the house pro here at Varsity Club. So we'll see what he can come up with here. See if he can get some points. I think you make a good point there, Marty, that one thing this does do is for 6. That looks like a 6 for Matt. one thing this does do is as you mentioned, for people who aren't necessarily super familiar with pool, or are befuddled by the angles with the lines drawn out on the table, it gives you a chance to see exactly what the players are seeing and experience how players might try and get a shot and why they might try and get a particular way. So it's a very good point. Another big plus of this Projection Pro Billiard system. Here's a good shot. Cue ball's got a little too much steam on it, though, I think. Yep. And yes, Thomas, Cheddar's coming with the cheese. He's going to have to bring some here. He's still down 9 points behind Mr. Kramer. Matt Strong can tie it up here if he manages to get a 3 out of it. And he can't get the one ball to fall. So now Little Cheddar up with his chances here. Let's see what he do. One amazing shot, a 9 spot, and he ties it right back up. So let's see if he can pull that off. Or even, 3 threes if he manages to find a groove with the shot. He made that one, but he didn't get the English off the rail that he was looking for there. That's a little better. Oh, a Little Cheddar. He's dialing it in, though. He's dialing it in. Working it out. Yep, like he said, working it out, dialing the shot in. And this is why you practice. Now you get this shot dialed in. You have the idea in your head of what you need to do, and you've seen the execution be successful. And your brain just kind of banks that and saves it in the old memory. And the next time this shot comes up in a game situation, you can draw on that experience and be able to use that to, not guess. You're not always guessing, I would say, but use that to that experience to give you more insight into what the shot might play like. There's a good one. Oh, that might be the 9. Oh, just outside of it. But that puts him in a tie with Matt. Let's quick look at the scores here, folks. We got Mr. Kramer with the 27, Matt with the 24, and Cheddar with the 24. Looks like they're going to set up their 6th shot here. So let's get to the shot. John Kramer starting us out. This shot's going to require a bit of stank on it and some English. That's going to be a 6 spot for Mr. Kramer. You can see why he is Yeah, appreciate the input, Don. I don't know all the details of this like Cheddar does, but I believe he's mentioned that Kim Davenport is a part of this, came up with this system, and I'm sure as we continue through, that's still a 3-pointer there. As we continue through, he will definitely give all the details as he's playing through. Don't worry, John. You're way in the lead here. John. He's out there trying to get 6 for that last shot. appreciate the input on the actual rules of how we're supposed to be playing this, Don. That's just some like the title of the stream says, just some Saturday shenanigans. They're working through it, seeing how the system works, and getting some good practice in at the same time. So it's when we get to the more set up streams, we will make sure that we have all the rules defined and played out and laid out. So yeah, I agree with you, William. This is fun to watch. A lot of banter back and forth. The guys are out there joking, laughing, hamming it up. But yeah, you put a little cheddar on the line, so to speak. Put a little cheddar on the line, and I could see where this could absolutely get pretty intense. So I think it would be a great time, and like I said, I'm really looking forward to when Little Cheddar gets this all put together and has the big break billiards set up. That might be a 9. That is a 9. That is a dead-on 9. That's about as good as you can hit it. Well played, Mr. Matt Strong. Yeah, I can absolutely see that, Don. I'm sorry. I can absolutely see that, Don, how yeah, every stroke and every shot needs to count here. And I think I heard Cheddar say that, and I was kind of thinking if it wasn't that way, that if you pocket the ball, even if you don't end up in the target zone, I think that should still be worth a point, because you have to, in my opinion, you need to have both. You need to have both elements for a successful shot. You need to pocket it. So you should get a point for pocketing it, and then you get additional points if you actually end up in the desired target zone. I think that's the best way to reflect in-game situations, if you will.
What's going on, Don? This game is fucking hard. Oh, sorry, YouTube.
There goes your monetization. Bye-bye. Again, yeah. They're definitely having a great time out there. Appreciate you commenting, Don, and weighing in on the system. Oh, we lost the system there. Did we go into a timeout? Yeah, we just went into a timeout was all. Little wiggle of the cursor and we're all good. Oh, see, now they're going base of the ball. I think you said, if I remember right, I think you said if it's any part of the ball, and they're saying base of the ball, so we'll have to... I'll correct them on that later. So John we'll give John 3 points for that one, because they were giving that to him. So we'll give John 3 points for that. Absolutely, Don. That'd be great. Get Kim on so he can see what we're doing with it and what the plan is. The lighting setup, the setup for the stream. Although this is not the full setup. Cheddar is still working on it. I brought him up some parts and whatnot. So another 3, but that should be 6 by me because it's touching any part. So Don, maybe you should send Cheddar a message and tell him it's any part of the ball so they can get it correct out there. That should be 6. It should be 6. No. I'm going to wave Cheddar over here now. We'll get him corrected.
That was 3 and 3.
No, Don says any part of the ball touching a number, it's that number, not base of the ball. He posted
Oh,
it in
we're
the
going
chat.
base it. What does Don know? Don has no idea how this game's played.
He said he's trying to get Kim to watch the feed too. So.
Oh, okay. Well then, okay, we'll go by his rules, I guess.
Oh, Cheddar. It should be 1 point for pocketing the shot as well. He said.
Yeah.
Yeah. That I haven't been doing, but
That's okay.
yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna play by our rules this time, and
Okay.
then the real
Then we'll
rules
adjust it to the
afterward.
real rules. Yeah, it's kind of what I told him. We're just kind of messing around on a Saturday, so. 9? Okay. I will get him. I wasn't paying attention, so.
Post the scores, like where everyone's at.
Yeah. It's here. Come look, John. You can come in. That's fine. So that's where they're at, and I can flip it back and forth. So. They're having a good time with this, which is great. That's the other point of this. It's both good focused practice and also a really good way to, have a good time with your buddies. How you doing, Al? Good to see you in here too. That one. Three. 6. That was a 6. And that's a 9 spot for Cheddar. That puts him right back in this now. That puts him right back in it. Flip across to the scores again, quick. See where everybody's standing. Mr. Kramer with 45, Matt Strong with 42, and Cheddar now with 39. So we are still tight. Cheddar kind of found some points in that one particularly that the other guys weren't quite able to get a hold of.
You can switch the view too.
Oh,
Going to there.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Cool.
Looks
I'm watching it on my phone. It looks really
Yeah. All right. I wasn't sure whether he had it set up, but Cheddar comes in and shows me that he's got the other views set up as well. So we'll be able to get our views differently as here as well. So. Welcome to the chat, Kim. Thank you so much for joining, and thanks for all your help that you've provided, Dale, with setting this up. I think this is a pretty amazing system. So, I happened to come up today and helping out with the stream, helping Dale set some things up with the instant replay, so that we can hopefully get some instant replay in use for these challenges upcoming. The Projection Pro Billiards, the Billiards Big Break piece. So we do realize that Don had pointed us that we get 1 point for pocketing a shot. So they're playing their own rules here right now. But I'm certain when we get this all set up and are doing the Big Break Billiards, that we will have the rules working the way they were designed, I guess, if you will. So appreciate you tuning in. As I said earlier, just the guys kind of messing around. Like we said, some title of the stream, just some Saturday shenanigans, and Dale decided to throw me in the booth here and do a little bit of commentary for him. So these are the pro shots, and this is what they've been circling through. These are 3 pretty good players. So. This gives you an idea of just how difficult the system can be, and the real cool part about it is it's entirely repeatable. So you can set the shot up and really zero in on it, really hone in on the shot and hone in on what you need to do to end up in the target zone. It's a really important part of a practice routine. Any kind of a practice routine, in my estimation, is the ability to be able to repeatably set up a shot so that you can, in practice, solidify the skills necessary to pull off that particular shot, and then you have the ability to put that shot and put those skills into practice in an actual game situation. And that's the way you do that. You get good at stop shots by shooting stop shots. You can understand the theory of a stop shot and understand the Q-tip position and where it should be, but you actually get good at shooting stop shots and the ability to put a stop shot into play in a game situation by practicing them. There is, in billiards, it's my opinion, there's really no replacement for just pocketing shots. Natural talent will get you a long ways, but if you really want to be the best, and you aren't someone super talented like a Joshua Filler of the worlds or that kind of thing, you just need to put in the hours. You got to put in the practice. And we will give Matt 3 for that one. Where did... So that puts Matt in a tie now with John on 45 points. Cheddar will now get his 5 opportunities at the shot. This is definitely a shot that is very difficult. All right. Thanks for the input, Don. 120 amateur shots and 60 different pro shots. So good to know what the system's capable of. They are having a good time out there, guys. They are really having a good time out there. Cheddar had to stand back up on that shot. He got a good rib there. That'll drop, and the ball is going to end up just high of the zone. So in full-on play, that would be a point for making the shot, and then no points for missing the zone. But the way we're kind of messing around today, we're just calling that a goose egg. Thanks for your input there, Kim. Yeah, I am. If only we could dynamically point out to him while he's trying the shot. So they're going to go to their 7th shot now. Let's have a look at the scores as they're laid out. We have Mr. Kramer with 45 points, Mr. Matt Strong with 45 points, and Little Cheddar with 39 points. So let's get back to the shot here. This gives us a pretty good view of it, but maybe the side view will be a little better. Let's have a look. See what that looks like. Yeah, that's a little better view of it there. So again, this looks like very similar to one of the earlier shots they had, but it's other end of the table mirrored perhaps, where they got a, from past the foot spot, cut it into the other corner, and that's going to need to bounce a lot. Ooh, good shot, though. Got that to go right in the middle of the pocket. Don, this is a 7-foot diamond table, and it doesn't see a whole lot of play, and it's got some pretty notoriously lively rails. It stays covered, so it doesn't get a lot of general use here. It is the stream-specific table. That one could get there. Could get there. Nah. John helping it along a little bit there. Doesn't quite get it done. Now we have Mr. Matt Strong, the house teaching pro at Varsity Billiards, as well as just a house professional. And he also is the tournament director here at Varsity Club. So really involved with billiards at the Varsity Club on all levels. Good shot there. That one's looking really nice. Does it have enough juice to... Oh. Ooh. They are giving him a 0 for that. Brutal judging here. And he overcuts that one a little bit. Yeah, I had asked that question, Don, when we first got here, and I was looking at the layouts. That one might score some points. Well, we'll give him 3 for that. So that does put him in the lead over Mr. Kramer by 3 points. I had asked that question, Don, about whether the target zone's size changed on a 7-foot versus a 9-foot table, and also whether potentially the target zones were moved, because there was one particular shot they were hitting that looked like you, on this 7-foot table, it looked like you just couldn't hit it soft enough to get the ball to stay in the target zone, kind of no matter what you did. And I wondered perhaps if it was a very thin cut and then wanted to leave the ball on the top rail. And I wasn't sure if it was even really possible. And I'd asked, maybe that pattern or that particular area was designed for a 9-foot table, because there would be a little more distance on a 9-foot table for the cue ball to travel and end in the same zone. But so Little Cheddar did say there were different sizes, and I think they have this set. I would hope he should have it set up for the 7-foot table that they play on here. Cheddar has really got this lined up as far as making the shot, but he just can't get the cue ball to the target zone. His last attempt here, try and get some points. That would help him here. And he makes it again. This one's got enough steam. This one should get him some points. Gets him the 6. Yeah, 9. No. 6. I can count. So, that 6 will quick look at the scores here. That 6 puts Little Cheddar now in a tie with John Kramer for second and Matt Strong in first with 48 points. Let's get back to the table here and see what they're setting up now. All right, so this looks like a 2-railer. Yeah, setting the cue ball on the head spot and the object ball on the second diamond on the rail, and you're a 2-railer to get to the second diamond further up the rail, above the center pocket. That one's going to be close. Doesn't quite get there. Let's see, is there a different... Will the overhead view look a little better at this one? Yeah, there we go. Overhead view gives you a lot better view of this shot. Let's go with that. No points there. That one ends up a little bit short. Boy, John is definitely on making the shot. And that's going to be a 6. Good for him. Nice shot there. Okay, Don. Thanks for the comments. We'll make sure to touch base with Cheddar that the different sizes and what's going to work there. Another 6, so John ends up getting 12 points on that one. That's pretty well done there. This is a shot I would expect all three of these guys to definitely make the shot every time. It's a matter of them dialing in their speed. And Matt Strong coming up strong right away there with a 3, I get told. And again, pocketing the shot, and this one's on a good line. Does it have enough speed? He'll get a 3 out of it. A 0. Okay, well, they're going by center at base of the ball, so Cheddar is right on the line looking at it, so that's a 9. Well played, Matt. Well played. Yeah, keep going. Oh, they're playing it differently. Okay, well. No, they're playing it different. They're in his mind, John is thinking he got the 9, so that means he's done. That's the maximum per that. And the way I've been adding it up is every shot is a point scoring opportunity. 3, okay. They did change it so that if it comes off that extra rail, they're still counting it. So we have adjusted that in the middle of the game. And I don't think that one's going to have... Oh, I think it is. That's a 3. Well, that one he put some stank on. That one... Oh, that one got a little too far on him. So... They flip to the next one. Let's, again, do a quick look at the scores. We got John with 57, Matt with 60, and Cheddar with 51. So they're all still pretty tight here. And looks like they are going to a different set of pro shots here. So I don't know what... Let's have a look and see at this one and see what we think. Overhead view. Where do we want to go? This one might be a good side view shot. Let's do a side view. Yep. This is just straight up draw control here. Okay, Don, it is best ball. So the way they explained it to me to start with is I've been adding up everything. So scores are going to be inflated, but yeah, they're doing 5 shots per, or 5 attempts per, and then I just have been summing everything up together. So scores are a little higher than they normally would be for someone else scoring this, I guess. That's gonna... Oh, it did hold on. I don't know how that stopped, but it did. Whoa, what a shot by Mr. Kramer there. And he gets his 9-pointer. Matt with his attempts now. And that'll be 6. So I will give him 6 because I've been adding them up that way. That one's going to drop. We'll try and keep our scoring system at least for this little session. And that one's going to be short. And Matt's got one more look. Him and John are now tied at 66. Oh, and then that one dunks too. So now we got Little Cheddar's turn. Appreciate the compliments, Kim. Yeah, these guys are not too shabby. Some of the best players in the local area. Well, John being from Madison has traveled up here a little bit. Matt being the house pro, and Dale being Dale. They managed to do all right, and they have a good time doing it. So that sounds like a really interesting format there, Don, where the pro tournaments, they get one shot and you bet on each individual shot. Boy, that sounds like some pressure. That sounds like a pretty intense situation. Have to make sure to set Cheddar up with that and let him know what we're doing here. So Cheddar gets a goose egg on that one. A little bit tough, so but we're love to meet you guys. Come on up here. We'd definitely be a good time, I think. And I think you'd like the setup here. I think we got Cheddar's got a pretty nice setup here at Varsity. Got a table kind of all the way back in the corner to himself. Got the booth nice and close. So pretty decent setup. We'll see. Oh, and he overdraws it into the pocket. Wow, that was well struck to draw it straight back like that. You can't hit that shot any better. Ooh, and that one rattles on him. Boy, does the long view look any better here? Yeah, this gives you an idea of him shooting right out of the jaws of the pocket. And then trying to draw it straight back, in my opinion, one of the hardest shots on the table. Trying to draw it back like this, your stroke has got to be absolutely dead straight, and your cueing and your tip position, because you're jacked up, has to absolutely be dead straight. You can't be off at all on this. This shot is a test of absolute precision. And little Cheddar just talking with John there, saying, "Imagine having this shot in a match." And John's like, "I wouldn't try it. I'd find a way to play safe." I don't blame him. You got a shot like this in a match, and yeah, you're trying to duck somewhere. This is brutal. Heck of a difficult shot there. Thanks, Thomas. I appreciate it. I'm doing the best I can on a little impromptu setup here. So, if nothing else, as in following with all things Outer Points Productions, we're just having fun. Nice shot there, Matt. We'll give him the 6 for that. So we'll absolutely give him the 6 for that. So that puts him up to 72 points. John Kramer on 66 and Little Cheddar on 51. Oh, that first one misses by 2 diamonds, and Matt Strong instantly busts out laughing. Good Lord. and you know, I must say that unfortunately this shot is perhaps a little tougher for Cheddar than it is for the other gentleman, because, well, just matter of fact, he's shorter. So the ability to jack up is not quite as comfortable for our dear Little Cheddar. What a shot. Super tough shot here. Okay, that's interesting, Don. I like that, the ability to track different metrics, so you can scores per inning and also a score per shot. You can perhaps track your ability to score on a particular shot as you change shots and practice on shots, and you can keep track of that. If you keep track of that in your practice regime, you can note that, say on a particular draw shot, whereas previously maybe you were only scoring 10 points on it or 15 points on it out of 5 shots. After a while, perhaps your 5-shot average goes up to 25 points, and that'd be a good indicator of your skills progressing. So just another way to measure, another metric to see. And being the IT guy that I am, and the looking at numbers all day and statistics, I'm a big fan of metrics. So. Ooh, John overdrawing that one. Managed to cinch it almost directly back to the rail. This looks more like of a, not a dead stun, but stun with a little bit of draw, perhaps. But again, this is me guessing from the booth and not out there looking at the shot directly. And also, I am not on the Fargo level of these gentlemen. Although mentally speaking, if you count Fargo based upon how much pool I watch and my self-appointed knowledge of pool, well, I'm probably about 1,070 in that regards. But in all actuality, I'm actually like a 460 Fargo. So there's a bit of a difference there. Had to add that in there. So John takes a bit of a goose egg on that shot. Looks like he was pretty consistently overdrawing it. Let's see what Matt has to say about the shot. And looks like he suffers from the same thought there. He draws that one out to the rail and it just dies. I bet that Matt will make an adjustment off that though. Matt's a sharp player. He'll He'll make his adjustment. Yeah, absolutely. That's what I expected he would do. Nice shot, Matt. Nice shot for the 6 points there. That is going to put him in a pretty good lead. Now, of course, the way we're scoring currently today, with scoring every shot, there is the capability of making a lot of points. That's going to be another 6. Nah, they're arguing about what I'm doing. I'm giving him 12. I started that way, and it would be entirely unfair to have changed it. So I'm just going to stick with that for now, and we'll work out the other ways better. Is that a 6? Okay, yeah, they're saying 6. So that's 18 points that Matt has gotten out of 4 of these. So he's 6-pointed him, and this one looks like it might at least get 3 for him. That's another 3. So that's 21 points that Matt got with 5 attempts at that shot. That's pretty solid. 21 points. That's an average of 4.20 over 5 shots. Some quick math in my head there. That's pretty solid, I think. Averaging inside the 3 ring or greater than the 3 ring. And John commenting from the table side over there. Yep. Making his argument that they screwed him out of points early. They did. But we're still learning the system, so we'll get a solid written up set of rules. I'm sure the Projection Pro Billiards guy will be able to be guys. The team there, Don and Kim and everybody will provide us with some guidance there and how they track everything, and we will absolutely do it that way for Big Break Billiards. All right, so let's have another quick look at the score while they change the shot and John sets it up. So John with 66, Matt with 93, and Little Cheddar with 51. Matt takes a commanding lead after scoring a whole bunch of points with that particular set.
Last round.
Okay. So we're going to do this as the last round. Matt's 21 points on that last one is a commanding lead because I have been accumulating it. So I didn't want to stop scoring it that way in the middle. But everybody, Don and Kim, they're saying no, it should just be
just the highest point
for that 5. Yeah. Yep. So Matt has a very commanding lead.
I think we should change the rules, Don.
You can explain to him.
How about we get to play my score accumulates, theirs highest point?
Then you might have a chance, right?
No.
All right, guys. So they're playing this as the last round. Appreciate you all tuning in. Like I said, entitle this just some Saturday shenanigans, testing out and play testing the Projection Pro Billiard system. So far, I'm loving it. I think it's a great system, great fun. You know, the guys are out there yucking it up, having a good time, as well as getting in some quality practice. You know, putting some effort in on the table, putting the time in on the table. That's the way you improve. So appreciate everybody tuning in. We'll get through these. Matt looks like he might have hit another 9 there. Oh, we'll give him the 6 for that one. Not that he needs the points, but so that puts him at 99. Can he get himself over 100? Oh, that one didn't quite suck back like he wanted it to. Sanctioned tournaments with this, Don? That sounds fun. That sounds like a great time, or even a league, to put together some kind of a league system where you sanction a league playing projection pro billiard shots, strike target zone shots. That absolutely sounds like a blast. I want to be in on that. If they set that up up here, you talk Cheddar into doing that up here at Varsity Club, I'll drive the hour and a half to come play on that, because that would be a blast, and it would be a great way to improve your game too. And I am sure he will absolutely gladly play you, Kim. He would love that. He would absolutely love that. He'd be up for the challenge for sure. Great time, guys. Appreciate everybody tuning in. I think we're going to sign off, but before we do, I think I can throw this up here just for help little Cheddar out. Here's this list of the sponsors that have helped out with the KO Challenge, the juniors specifically, guys. So want to give a big shout out to everybody here on this list. It's really excited about the upcoming junior tournament as well. So watch out for it. We'll have dates posted. Dale will post everything up on Facebook, and we'll get it on YouTube. And then the other thing we want to get is the Ronald McDonald Charity Tournament that they run up here. So if you're interested in tickets, you can hit Little Cheddar up. I believe Fred Renner also has tickets, and
Lacey Rochelle,
and
Corey Peterson, and Taylor Collar.
Yep. So there's the prices for the tickets. Get yourself some tickets. Support that great organization that's helped many people in the area. Any last comments from you, Little Cheddar?
Yeah, I'm sorry. No, thanks for watching, everybody, on an impromptu afternoon. So this was fun. I can't wait to get better at it in about 6 or 7 years.
Kim had posted up that he wants to come up and challenge Matt now after seeing Matt shoot on some of those shots.
Book the flight, Kim. Book the flight.
We'd love to have you up here. Where's the stop? Gotcha.